Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about why it is important for you to get familiar with your business finances. And I know that for a lot of small businesses, the paperwork and the accounting and the bookkeeping is one of the areas that we all like to set aside and let somebody else worry about it. But it's actually important for you to get familiar with how business finances work. And typically this is what happens. So a lot of us just collect receipts, statements and everything, put it in a shoebox, and then at the end of the year, we hand it over to the bookkeeper or the accountant to sort it out. And especially for some of us, we wait until tax time for the accountant to tell us how the business did the previous year. If you're one of those people, you're really doing it backwards. To wait until tax time to be told how your business did is actually a recipe for disaster. Because what happens is that if there was a big dislocation or a big problem that happened financially during the year, you waited too long to find out and you wouldn't have given yourself enough time to react to it. That's why some people realize when it's too late that they run out of money. And it's because they haven't been paying attention consistently to how the business finances work. So there are three statements that you need to pay attention to when it comes to business accounting. And that is the income statement, which is also called the profit and loss statement. And then you have the statement of cash flow, and then you have the balance sheet. So these three all work together to give you a picture, a good picture of how your business is doing financially. The profit and loss tells you, your revenue, your gross profit, and whether after you take out your expenses, whether there's a profit or a loss. And then your statement of cash flow tells you the movement of cash within that particular month. So you get to see where your cash came in and where it's going so that you have a good sense of what is left at the end of the month. And then your balance sheet then tells you, your assets, the status of your assets, your liabilities, and the equity you have in the business. So it's important to get familiar with all these three. But if I was to pick one of the three, I would pick the income statement, which is the profit and loss statement. And the reason for that is that the income statement gets you a good snapshot of where you are, how much money is coming in, after you take out direct expenses, how much gross profit you have, and then out of that gross profit, the expenses that you have for the business, you have to take that out, and then it immediately tells you whether you have a net profit or a net loss. And so, I encourage you to get familiar with that and get your accountant or your bookkeeper to sit you down and explain to you how the income statement works, so that you understand how you're making money as a company. And in Gift Card Rescue, even though we have a bookkeeper and even though we have a CFO, I also have my own income statement, my financial statement on Excel. And that allows me to play around with the numbers, do my own forecasting and be able to see how the numbers move together. If I increase this, how does it impact my bottom line? If I decrease this, how does it impact? If I make, if I save money in this section, what happens to the overall picture? It allows you to see, which costs are flexible and which costs are fixed, which costs are sensitive to growth in revenue and which ones are not. And it's important to see all these things because as an entrepreneur, that will help you to manage your business better. So again, the main point I want to make with this video is that you need to get familiar with how your business finances work. And if I was to pick one of them, I think you should learn how the income statement works. And you should also set up one yourself and play around with it. And it will be a very good exercise for you and it will get you a good understanding of your business. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos to come.